any discussion at all about the debt commission and its recommendations. They don't want the topic brought up or even mentioned in the presidential debates this fall. Some key Democratic lawmakers shooting off a letter to the debate commission urging them to, and I quote, fight any effort to unnecessarily narrow such an important debate by placing disproportionate attention on one set of proposals over another. To the Cato Institute's Dan Mitchell on what he makes of the great unmentionable. What do you think, Dan?
Well, first, it's kind of remarkable that a bunch of politicians in Washington think they can clamp down on free political speech and free political debate. But I think their incentive is kind of obvious. If you're a member of the left-wing party and you're trying to defend a president who has no plan to deal with the fiscal problem other than some tax increases on the rich that everyone knows won't really raise much revenue, then of course you don't want any attention on the fact that he was the one who sabotaged his own fiscal plan, according to the Democratic co-chairman of the Simpson-Bowles Commission,
but Dan, can they get away with that? I mean, it's one thing. I talk to people all the time, don't mention my down quarter if I'm talking to a CEO. Let's not get into the nitty-gritty of that. We can't honor that. We're just, can't do it. And I like a lot of these guys. I have to bring it up, and you're free to refute it or dismiss it. But would a debate commission even entertain it?
Well, that's why I think it was kind of a dumb move, because it just called attention to the fact that the president does not have an economic plan, does not have a budget plan, a little bit of class warfare and a lot more spending, putting America on an express route to becoming Greece. And Romney, by picking Paul Ryan, someone who actually does have a proposal to restrain the growth of government spending and put us on a path to where we'll be fiscally solvent again, I think there's a big incentive for Obama and his team not to have these issues discussed. But boy, you don't, it's sort of like saying, don't think of hippopotamuses. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to think about a hippopotamus. And so I think these Democrats on the Hill didn't do Obama a favor by trying to stifle political speech and debate.
What were you saying about hippopotamuses? I digress. Yeah. Dan, is it your sense, though, that this is now kind of evening out, that Republicans who thought they were at a disadvantage on the whole Medicare or greater entitlement issue maybe aren't now? It's a wash and they move on to other stuff, or no?
Frankly, that's up to the American people. If voters out there have become so accustomed to being dependent on government, and Obama goes over the next couple of months saying, I'm going to give you free things, vote for me, and Romney and Ryan, they're mean, evil, awful people, maybe Obama will win. He'll get 4 more years. But if voters are going to look at the situation, see that Obama has no fiscal plan, see that Ryan and Romney actually do have a proposal that will deal with the long-term unsustainable nature of Medicare and Medicaid, then maybe people will vote the other way. Now, this isn't saying, by the way, that Mitt Romney would actually do the Ryan reforms. That's a debate we might be having 6 months from now. But at least on paper, we know that one campaign has at least one person on the ticket who has proposed something real. We know that the other campaign, Obama's campaign, killed his own fiscal commission. That, as I said, even the Democratic co-chairman of the commission has said that. And he doesn't have a plan other than becoming Europe.
Dan, great seeing you again. Dan Mitchell.